This is another Real Track production. Real Track, real.
I can see straight through the fuckery. Niggas know what's up with me. Yeah. Niggas know not to fuck with me. Real shit, only no fuckery. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me, so she can go and tell that's that fuckery. If it ain't out there, that's the fuckery. I'm pulling back up with the fuckery. Yeah, bitch ain't no fucking me. You owe me, you ducking me, that is that fuckery. Yeah, stick on me ugly. Bitch ain't no touching me 30 for fuckery. Nah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery, fuckery. Yeah, that is that fuckery. That is that fuckery. Yeah, I can't let you pay me for a pussy. You owe me, then pay me, or I am a pussy. Yeah, you probably feel off, huh? But I can't let you feel like you took it. Nope. Not the way you had a nigga looking. Need my money on my work when I call you playing hooky. Yeah, you ain't keep it G. You ain't keep it G, nigga. All you did is try to hit me with the fuckery, nigga. Yeah. Never about to hand and feed niggas. No. I was just trying to feed niggas. Yeah. Cause I was just trying to eat, nigga. But I can't let you think I'm sweet, nigga. Okay. Yeah. I ain't type to look for beef, nigga. Nope. But I ain't looking just to please, nigga. Yeah. Got the pipe on my hip, got some pressure built up. I'm a motherfucker squeezing. Yeah. Man, fuck making peace with you. I'll try and make some cheese with you. Yeah, man, I feel like we equal. Pull up, old raggedy vehicle. I'm shooting at whoever be with you. I wouldn't want to be with you. I'ma kill a nigga, smoke weed with you. Same nigga like to be a seed with you. 30 round clip for your pussy ass. Then you get the picture. Thought this bitch wanna fuck on me. That ain't gon' happen though. Back in the trap and I'm stacking though. No time to chill with no ratchet hoe. Unless you gon' traffic though. No fuckery. Talk back, I smack her though. Tell that hoe pack the coke. Bitch, get your back and go get out the fucking door.
Say, baby, what's happening with y'all, huh? Hold on, let me do something real quick. How is everybody? Well, I hope. Well. Hold on, baby. Let me see here. How is everybody? I am doing fantastic. In fact, today we took the day off just to lay in the bed. You hear me? Oh no, Casey K. Mr. Nobody, what's up, buddy? Izzy Pop. So today, it's nothing new, right? I just miss y'all faces, stuff like that. And I wanted to come on here and really just talk about a problem that I see over and over and over. And it's one of the reasons why I don't want to really do true crime anymore. And, really, Tiffany Marie, she sort of put a name to a face. And what she did is she sort of personified a sliver, a corner. Hey, lickety Kells. She personified a portion of pretty much every case's community. And that's the SA community, right? The sexual assault or sexual abuse community, right? There are these wackadoo creators. Hey, Brooke, good to see you, baby. There's these wackadoo creators who all want to see the victims or the missing people having had been victimized, right? It's a staple. It's really a staple. And it's sad because I think I know where that comes from, right? It comes from somebody who may have been abused themselves, or you have a different kind of personality that, for whatever reason, and we're going to get into that, for whatever reason, they feel the need to project this onto these young victims and these missing folks, right? So Tiffany Marie coined it the Summerwells SA community, right? Don B is in there, Prayer Garden's in there, Ernie Shell's in there, so many other wackadoo creators are in this little corner of like sexy time weirdo stuff for kids, right? And for the life of me, hey, Kimberly, for the life of me, I can't make it make sense. What's up, Goya? Mama Bear, what's happening? There are so many communities and so many people, right? The way that I think about that little portion of every community that wishes these things on these children, I think of them, well, first of all, as deviants, right? Especially if they're the latter of the two that I described, which was someone for whatever reason just wants that to happen. These people would actually, I do believe these people, hey, Kyle, these people would actually be disappointed if they got to the end and the resolution and the solution of a situation. Pardon me, I got a little tickle in my little cough. If they got to the end of these cases and there was no sexual assault, these people, for lack of intelligence, like instead of saying MFer, you have another descriptive way with a vocabulary in tow to speak about someone other than just calling them an MFer, right? Hey, Freeside, right? We see it widespread, right? Widespread. Now, I'm a little bit behind the times in what's going on with a lot of this stuff. And today, we're going to talk just for a little bit about a particular situation that transpired last night. It transpired in the place that you knew it would, right? You knew it was going to happen there, right? And again, like I said before, this is not a new theme. This is a reoccurring theme, right? Now, I'm not going to go all into because I didn't watch it all. I literally have watched 2 minutes of it. And we're going to go through a little vocab. And then I'm going to show you how I know this isn't true. Okay? I'm going to show you how this is all some weird deviant glitz and glam for YouTube clicks and views and AdSense revenue and, you know, fake baby diaper money, fake baby formula money, fake baby onesie money, all of that stuff, right? I guess you could probably take the hint, right? So evidently, and let me preface this all by saying this, right? We're going to, let's go here. First of all, I can't take serious a lot of people. And maybe I'm old fashioned in the sense that I can't take serious anyone that hides from the internet. You're here, you're throwing stones, we're surrounded by glass houses and windows, and you want to hide your hand, right? You take your anonymity more serious than you do covering these cases, right? There you go, Easy Pop. I can't take them serious. Now, there's a lot of these faceless voice, some of them are voiceless, it's AI. Some of these faceless creators that come here, and there's definitely this sense of security. That's it. There ain't no way that lady. I want to keep this. This is hashtag professional, right? I'm gonna do a little. Let me tell you this. Sissy supports Ernie Shell. Do I need to say anything else? She supports Ernie Shell. Now, granted, there's a lot of creators, right, that have. It's going to hit different today. That been on the Ernie train. You hear me? A lot of them. A whole lot of these people, they've been on the Ernie kills. They've been on the Ernie Shell train. Now, they're going to have to scoot over and make a place for Chris and Marky, but they've been on the Ernie Shell train. You did. Yeah, right. If you have anything nice to say to Ernie Shell and you're not trolling, there's something wrong with you. You hear me? Hey, it's so many of these people that want sexual abuse and sexual assault for these children. And for the life of me, I can't figure it out. Now, in Sissy's affect, let me tell you why I believe that it's this way. Okay. Let me share the screen really quick. We're going to do a little vocab. Y'all know how I love vocab. A scorned lover. A scorned lover is an individual, often a woman, who has been rejected, abandoned, or treated with contempt by their romantic partner, typically resulting in intense feelings of anger, humiliation, and a desire for vengeance. Now, if we take this all the way on back, several, maybe many of us, can remember a time where Sissy wanted Don and the boys to move on down by the river with her. Okay, I remember specifically and candidly, Izzy Pop. Right? She had been more than just a YouTube problem for Don and Candace. She had been a real life wedge down yonder by the river. She wanted that. She gave him a place to bring those boys to get them away from Candace. Right now, what's interesting about that is the fact that had Don taken her up on this, he'd still be there. He would still be there. And the issue with it all is that Don Wells, make no mistake, Don Wells knows who Sissy is. It just there's no payout. It does not behoove him to tell the world who she is. That's how much she means to him. She means nothing to Don Wells. And so what you're seeing is this perpetually scorned middle-aged woman who's in a midlife crisis. I don't know if it's hormonal, if it's situational. I don't know what it is, but now all of a sudden she'd have had a baby. What are we going to hear next? That this is Don Wells' son and it's not mine? Right? Is that what we're going to hear? There you go. Go ahead. I remember when she sent Don Wells pics of supposedly her in pantyhose. It was sexy. Who even... Can you imagine the heels of them all blown out? Right. That's how little Sissy means to Don. Now, let me tell you what. For people that are in the SA community, Sinister, thank you so much for gifting one Benny Keys membership, baby. You know it means the world to us, Queen. Thank you so much. It didn't take 5 years for anyone who's been covering this that think that Don did something to his kids. It didn't take 5 years to get there. Good to see you, Haley. It didn't. So this is how you know that this feeling of contempt and resentment has just perpetually been building like a snowball going down hills, right? Cheeky Van, good to see you, baby. Forgive me for the meme I'm about to make. I forgive you ahead of time, King. It did not take all this time to get there. People who thought it, they thought it pretty quickly on. So you can see how the colors and the shades and the seasons of this thing, they keep getting worse and worse and worse for Sissy, right? In the way that she wants to describe these things, right? And really, it's sort of awful. It's awful because if there were ever any way to substantiate, this is the thing, you can't prove a negative, right? I'm not saying it did or it didn't happen, but at face value, right? I'm not going to jump on any sexual abuse train with people like Don B, Sissy, Ernie, unless the court and a judge and a jury says this is what's happened. I don't have any reason to believe it did, even with Don's past, right? If I'm not told by a court of law that this has happened, then I don't just conjure this out of the air. Most of you will know this isn't ever an angle that I ever traveled. It's not a pathway. Look here. Thank you so much for your contribution, Queen. You know it means the world to me. I'm going to talk bad about my newest baby's mama. You hear me? I'm going to talk greasy. I'm going to talk super greasy. Now, what we have here, we went over the scorn lover, right? What I want to cover now is just cut and dry, stock option, roll up windows, cloth seats. You know what I'm saying? Maybe no air conditioner. I don't know where you're at with your budget, right? No, see, no offense, April, but having this, oh no, you have deductive reasoning skills. You have deductive reasoning skills. Apparently, with regarding DW, you don't have that ability. Whatever that means, I'm not sure. It's kind of sending weird vibes. That's it. I'm not the judge, the jury, and executioner. If I ever wanted to do my civic duty and sit on a jury pool and render a verdict in some heinous case that would then liberate a victim, you have to come in with a few sets of skills. One of those is complete honesty. It's not to be one that could sit there and say, you know what, I can render justice unbiasedly. But then when it comes because you don't like he's got a ponytail or you don't like that he does this or that, you're going to say he's guilty. That's not the way that works, right? That's not the way that works. You got a screenshot for me. So another piece of vocab, and I misspelled it here. Proof. What's the definition of proof? Proof is the evidence, arguments, or facts used to establish that something is true, valid, or exists. It often refers to a conclusive demonstration, such as a logical, mathematical, or legal argument, or a trial impression of printed materials. Synonyms include evidence, testimony, documentation, verification, and verification. Right? Those things, a number of those things are tangible, right? Evidence. Testimony can then be later transcribed and made into a paper document, which could then be looked at as tangible, right? Documentation, it's tangible, right? So these are things you can hold in your hand and say, these are not ideals leveraged by a biased or by a system in which the victim and the potential suspect or suspect is involved in. These things are tangible and that they show how they're the proof, whether the proof be to exclude or include something, right? Does that make sense? So there we have proof. Okay. Now, I literally was actually given a timestamp. Now, this whole fiasco starts at about 25, 26 minutes in. I don't know the premise of it, but I'll tell you this. It's low budget, baby. It's super low budget. And what I mean by that is that I don't know if it was made clear in the beginning or not, but it is very clear that at one point, this is PG talking to someone else. Do you want me to? It's sort of borderlines on what's proof or not, right? Now, you could get all you need by just hitting the summarization. Summarize this video. I can't see the chat, so let me show you how I have proof that all this is BS. And to sort of dovetail from my first thought was, it's clearly Sissy talking to some other weirdo, because then that would make two of them. They're fantasizing about sexual abuse. They're fantasizing about this and about that. And the problem with it is this. The low production value that's being thrust into your face, it should align you due north to let you know that one of two things are going on. One, that the voice changer that is on both sides, right? Sissy's voice is being voice changed too, which tells you that the production value and the length in which she would go to make this seem believable to you is very low. It's very low. She couldn't even take the time to do two things. That is to cut the voice changer on her voice and to report this to the TBI. Right? Well, what do you mean, Benny? There was not any, as far as the AI summarization is concerned, there is no talk of TBI throughout this whole thing. No talk of TBI throughout the whole course of this whole thing. It sounds like she's talking to herself. That makes more sense, right? However, Sissy is such an idiot. She has whatever it is that Ernie Shell has that makes him an idiot, where he repeats things he's saying over and over and over and over, right? Almost to a comedic fault, right? You're like, okay, this is how we start to get into the realm. Like, this points to something. The fact that you can't make certain portions of your statement without without repeating it over and over and over, it tells you something. Hey, Blossom, what's up, babe? It tells you something. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We know that in Ernie Shell's situation, anytime he's repeating something over and over, 9 times out of 10, you can point towards deceit or just downright despicable lies, right? Hey, ew. It's a downright despicable lie, right? And I think that anyone who's covered Ernie Shell long enough, we understand that when he gets to repeating himself, he's lying. Now, we all aren't so different than the other person, right? We want to, we've been told our whole lives we're individuals. If we're so individual, why does one thing like an Advil work for all of us? Or one thing like Prozac work for mostly all of us? It's because we're not that individual when it comes to syndromes, diseases, sickness, so on and so forth, right? There isn't just one Benny Keys headache. It's the same kind of headache that all of us have, that 1 Advil or 2 Advil or 3 Advil will work for most of us, right? We are, hey, what's up, Wings? Hope all is well, sir. We're not so individual from that perspective, right? So I think that you can take the Ernie Shell syndrome, which is the repeating itself over and over, knowing that it's deceitful and there's deception all through it. When you hear Sissy doing it, I believe that blanket also covers her behavior as well, right? Hey, Auntie Sherry, what's up, baby? So, where was I going with that? Oh, so we're back to here. We always, in this community, this is supposed to be what we're talking about now. She's the lowest of the lowest dirtbag in the true crime community. In fact, the thing is, when I can't see the chat, so we've all heard people say throughout the course of this thing, oh, such and such doesn't want Summer Wells found, right? This is, in my opinion, truly one of those people. Her whole pyramid collapses the very moment that they find Summer Wells. This lady doesn't have the intelligence to even cover, let's say that Court TV was airing all of this, if and when there's a trial. Sissy isn't intelligent enough to be able to effectively cover any of this stuff actively while it's happening, right? Because once you start getting to the concrete, tangible proof phase of all of this, she doesn't have the fingers to grasp it. She doesn't. It's as if she lacks a prehensile thumb, right? She won't be able to grasp it and relay it to you without it being filthy. I mean, it's just not anything anyone's going to want to watch, right? Let's just keep it real, right? So no talk of TBI, not even one time. So the AI says, and I feel like it's a pretty good, like this stuff's pretty sharp, right? No talk of investigators, no talk of turning this into the police. That's another precursory descriptor of how we know this isn't proof of anything, right? This is more salacious spank bank material for Sissy to sit there and fantasize about putting sexual abuse on children, period. Right? Like, period. So back to the voice changer. The voice changer dynamic is very interesting, right? And I'll tell you why. First of all, why would anyone want to reach out to Sissy and tell them anything? Why? She's burned the channel down. We know that if we want to hear about child sexual assault, theoretically, this is the place to come. No one takes it seriously. It's an echo chamber. If you come over here and you have any stitch of intelligence and you make a logical statement or comment, you will immediately be blocked, and then they're just going to talk crap about you after they block you. Little kids at least will square up. And we're talking about a lady who's lying about having a baby in her 50s, right? Now, the voice changer issue, let's just kick around two angles on that. The voice changer issue is either, and I think it's going to be the latter, it's either some numbskull whose voice maybe some of you have heard, and she's trying to disguise it. The latter is, I believe she's trying to project this voice with a voice changer so as she thinks it legitimizes it, right? Now, what I know someone is doing right now, this voice changer has just changed the pitch. Someone is actively right now taking this conversation and unpitching it. And all you have to do, you don't have to know who the other voice is. All you have to do is unpitch it until Sissy sounds like Sissy. That automatically makes the other voice shine through. It's not as if Sissy put two voice changers, one changer over here and one changer on her. It is one pitch change. That's it. One change. So as soon, if you knew who the other voice was and you pitched that voice until it sounded like what you know, Sissy's voice would automatically sound right. Does that make sense to you? That should make sense. Right? Now, that's my opinion. My opinion is that this is some random, ordinary numbskull that no one has ever heard, and that there's some sort of weird child sexual assault filled script that they have, right? I'm not going to listen to any more of it than I have to. Just know this will quickly be debunked, right? Now, and it's not because I'm holding Don Wells on some pedestal, or even Candace Wells on some pedestal. I mean, what I've seen lately is Candace Wells being videoed in her short videos, putting up flyers. This week, they're back to tearing them down. That's the going rate here, right? That's the going rate. So this is a voice we've not heard before. Typically, when you think in terms, and I can't see the chat, so bear with me. Typically, when you think in terms of using a voice changer, that is to protect what some numbskull believes is anonymity. Well, they know your voice, so let's go ahead and change it, and maybe that will obscure it enough to where they won't know who it is, right? That's not the case here, I don't believe. This is some rando. Maybe this is even her make-believe husband, right? This is some rando that they're having a conversation, and that they're using a voice changer, which it's super easy to do, right? It is not a complicated thing. Even Sissy could figure it out, right? You're using it to put a spice on it that makes it seem legitimate, right? It's like BHB or JLR. We all know they're huge POSs. Just because they make a fake press tag doesn't make them press, right? Just because you put a voice changer on this voice doesn't make it proof of anything, right? Anything. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to sneak back over here really quick. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. That's what's being portrayed, right? That would be a lot more believable based on things I've heard, and I won't tell you how I've heard them or where I've heard them, just know I am still privy to conversations from Don Wells, right? That being said, so we're going to go ahead over here.
How, Candace was being and stuff, and Candace was there for a minute.
That's definitely Sissy's weird ass. It's definitely Sissy. You can take out the pitch. You can pitch it one, you guys know I'm an audio engineer. You can pitch the voice one way or another, but you can't take out the thick. You can't take out the enunciation. You can take out a tone, a pitch, an octave. You cannot take out the enunciation. It stays. That's printed in to the audio, right?
And, this woman ends up completely dead. And I heard Candace waited until she was dead.
We can also hear that this person talking does not have teeth in. I'm guessing that Sissy does all her teeth talking offline and saves her non-teeth talking for when she's online, right?
And still didn't call for help.
No, I'm going to phone with her.
Just like.
Hold on a second. No, I'm not even going to go into that.
She was sitting outside and told me that she just died. It's when she just died about 10 minutes ago. And I said, didn't call an ambulance? Said, no, she's dead. But I called her husband to come home. I don't know where he was, to come home and take care of it.
Wow.
She told me.
Right? Now, that second voice that I just got done playing for you is some other weirdo that buys into this stuff, right? I don't for a second think. Now, there's a third dynamic that just sort of hit me. That's it. I didn't listen to when this thing started. There's some post work done, right? Post means after, right? There's some post-production stuff, which is the pitching of the voice, right? That didn't happen during the call. It didn't actively auto-tune their voice to a lower sort of chopped and screwed voice. No, that was all done afterwards. So my point is that not listening to how it starts up because I already know the MO of Sissy, this very well could be a call that was recorded and the other party didn't know, right? That doesn't substantiate it as being proof, though. I believe, however, that, yeah, you could definitely hear it's her. I believe, however, that this is some weirdo that is close to her in some way and that they've cooked this whole idea up, right? And they've painted it, they've framed it and tapestried it to push a narrative to you that it's truth or that it's proof. Now, without one, not even one mention of this being reported via TBI, that to me screams, yeah, it's all BS. It's crap, right? It's crap. Now, what did Nana say here? Hello, Nana. That's it. And what they want you to know, 9.5 times out of 10, is crap. Anything that she's going to tell you ever in the span of her YouTubery, anything she's ever going to tell you that's truth came from somewhere else. It didn't come from her. There's never been a stitch of truth that's come from her. We've been here before. We were here 5 months ago, 4 months ago, where she's telling people that Candace or someone told whoever, I don't want to butcher it, that Summer Wells was buried in a black in a black container. We've been here before. It's all salacious. What this does is it drives views and traffic here. Now, I am also a part of the problem right this second, right? Because for anyone that's not a creator and doesn't understand, when you publish a video that gets some traction, a lot of times people don't just stop there. You could have stagnant videos. You could post a video that gets some traction, and the next thing you know, the videos below it, it sort of feathers out, right? Maybe it goes one video, maybe it goes 2, 3, however, whatever the consensus is, they're going to tune into other videos directly after that. A lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times, right? Hey, Sassy Ann. So this drives traffic to the channel, right? Now, a lot of times, the issue with the traffic is that when they come, they're coming for subsequent videos of roughly or the same topic, right? They're looking to get sort of a part 2, like an episode effect, right? Here, they're not getting that, right? And it's all buried in hours and hours of this crap. She's had a few lives playing this crap. Exactly. It's not all brand new. But what really was brought to my attention, let me go ahead and get to it here. It's littered through it. It's littered all through this stuff. Everything. Listen, this woman couldn't bake cookies for you on a live stream without talking about some kids being sexually abused. It would be impossible. Literally impossible. She is completely consumed with the next way tonight she's going to twist sexual assault in children that she has no proof of, right? Well, actually, tonight is going to be about me. You can be for sure of that. Tonight is going to be all about me. All of it is going to be about me tonight. Now I sound like Sissy repeating myself. It's going to be all about me. It's going to be about this, that, my kids, this, that, because she's completely incapable of not, her skin is so thin, right? Now, what's interesting about all this is this.
Yeah, and two underage minors. That first boy that she had up there that was just a kid, and
clearly that's Sissy. Now, I'm not trying to pass off the idea to any of you that at some point in the beginning she didn't say, hey, I'm on here too. I'm just so lazy and in a rush to force feed you this BS that I didn't unscrew my pitch, right?
And the parents had to fight to get him back. And then Hunter.
Okay.
I do too.
I think he.
This is where it gets interesting. Now, you know, one of the things to me that's interesting about some of these faceless creators is that I feel like every dog has its day, right? Every dog has its day. And that, let me just throw it out there. It's such a thing called a John Doe lawsuit, right? What that means is or a Jane Doe, you're going to file a lawsuit with the name Jane Doe because you don't know someone's name, right? You're going to go through your motions and your filings, right? Then what happens is you can file a motion for a subpoena. This subpoena would then be taken straight to YouTube. This subpoena, with all the legal garb, basically says a court of law in the United States of America has requested and required you to give the identity of this person here, right? Now, this person here has a name signed up through the Google AdSense, right? It wouldn't matter if it's her grown son or her fake husband or her sister-in-law down the street. It wouldn't matter. They would figure out who this person is, right? I think there's overwhelming proof historically that we already know who she is, right? It's that no one really cares anymore. But let me tell you what, if and you had anything, you would be a slam dunk lawsuit. Let me just say that.
I'm pretty sure that Benny.
Hooah. It's proof. It's proof. You dig? It's proof. But let's hide the proof. Because Benny done shot it all full of holes, baby. You dig? What she did was she said, well, hold on. I have it recorded right here, sissy. Hold on, sissy. You think I'm new to this and I ain't true to this, baby? Come on, pay attention. I'll show you how to do this. Right? Girl, you know I've been doing this too long, baby. Hold on. So,
And then
girl, that's always the setup for the wet up. You hear me? I'm gonna play yours so you look silly taking it down. I already have it right here. Now I'll go to mine. You show right, Casey K. I'm gonna be all them mofos tonight, baby. You hear me? I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna be him. Hold on, baby.
And then I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that Benny, was with it. That I don't know about Ernie.
Of course, you don't know about Ernie. Ernie's sexual deviancy has not been provided for the whole world, WWWs, to see. This is where we get to the scorn lover part. You feel me? We to the scorn lover part right now.
But I believe Benny done something with it.
I do too.
I think he'd do anything for click likes and views and some.
She believes I would do anything for clicks, likes, and views. I don't know, like what? Pretend I got a fake baby and use YouTube to raise it and to grift off it? Kells, right? Right? I'd do anything. I would even go through the motions of creating something like what we were listening to before, right? And then passing it off with the word proof in it, right? Now, right? Sissy believes I would do anything for clicks, like, and views, and that I was with it. What I would tell you, young lady, middle-aged mommy, I would tell you this. If I were you, I would go ahead and call them police and tell them, except for you not. You're not going to call them police and tell them nothing. You didn't even tell them about all this stuff right here. Over here. You didn't even tell them about this. So you definitely not going to call the police and say, hey, you know what? I think Benny Keys was with it. You can't even prove Don Wells was with it. What do you mean? Yeah, L. Kennedy, you show right. We already got it, though. We already got it. In fact, hold on. Let me see if I can do a little voice changing right here right quick. Let's call this Sissy. Hold on, baby. This isn't. This is my This is Cute Cut, they call it, which is it's the Mac side. It's a broken down version of Final Cut, which is what I use to edit music videos, so on and so forth. So let's grab this. I don't use this for audio stuff. I use this just to cut. Let's see here. So,
and then I'm pretty sure,
we can definitely tell that this person is minus some teeth. Hey, I'm minus some teeth. It is. Let me see here.
and then
This may not be the best for trying to, I may have to just throw this into the Logic Pro.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that Benny.
Yeah, it's not going to allow me to mess with the pitch. Hold on, baby. Oh, there's the pitch right there, baby.
That Benny, was with it. That, I don't know about Ernie, but I believe Benny
Don't!
done something with it.
Don't!
I could like to views and some cash apps. That's just my opinion.
Don't! Let's see who this gentleman is then. Why don't we right quick?
And then
Maybe I didn't get.
I'm pretty sure that Benny, was with it. That I don't know about Ernie, but I believe Benny done something with it. I do. I think he'd do anything.
That's another woman. Sissy, you're not too good at this. Girl, you're not too good at this, baby. I'm too good at this. Girl, I think you would do anything for likes and views, even put sexual assault on children that you have absolutely no concrete proof of. It's only because you're a scorned woman. She's actually a total moron. Yes, she is, Queen. Yes, she is. Hey, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the ideal of particular technology to reach deep into the hillbilly, right? Now, I'm not saying that people I'm not saying people in Missouri are tech-less. I'm saying this one is tech-less. Hold on, baby. And sometimes there's this phenomenon. Hey, thank you for the view, Sissy. Sometimes, hey, Sissy, if you want to come up, I'll throw a link down. Here, say Sissy. I'll throw a link down. You can come up here and explain all this. I'm guessing that'd be too much like right, though, wouldn't it, baby? Right? Right? So sometimes there's this phenomenon when you're real good at this like me. Sometimes there's a phenomenon to where they're like, oh, well, you know what? I put all this garbage out for views. He already has it recorded. I might as well just put it back up. So let's see. Wah, wah. That's okay. That's okay, though. You feel me? Sissy, girl, start couponing. I don't know. Maybe you and your hubby can drive around in Uber while one of y'all has an arm in the back seat, bottle feeding that baby. I don't know, but this ain't it. You hear me? This is not it. This ain't it. You dig? Hold on one second. I'm texting production. Oh, wait. That daggone dog. Oh, shoot. PG and Pam by the wordings. I don't even know who Pam is, but Peter Pam? Say, baby. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure that Benny, was with it. That, I don't know about Ernie, but I
Pam
believe
Donald.
Benny, done something with it. How do you do? I think he'd do anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about Pam's situation with Don and how she's appeared online or any of that jazz. What I can tell you is that I think coming here, clearly there's a different motive, right? It's not as if they went to, oh, it'll be back up. It's not as if this is a reputable true crime source. This is a place you're going to go when you want to hear the most salacious stuff, but it doesn't stand the test. Soon as you start to bend it, prod at it, push it around, they're going to make it private, right? I mean, it's the nature of the beast, right? It doesn't stand up to scrutiny. Hey, Danielle, good to see you, baby. It doesn't stand up to scrutiny, right? So, make me all them things. Make me all them things. That does not bother me. In fact, let me tell you what. I had somewhere, and it's a beautiful thing for me. Let me tell you what. I had somewhere, and I believe it was the car wash, I lost my front license plate. I don't know when. I was leaving to go grab me some lunch earlier and got pulled over by the police. I tell you what, she didn't see my ID. She just checked to see if my insurance was up to date. And it was just like, hey, man, go around yonder and pay $8 and get you 2 more plates. So I did. I didn't even get a warning. It's not even a warning. It's just like, hey, didn't know if you're missing your front, if you knew you was missing. Man, and that's like, to me, it's like it further solidifies for me, right? Man, I can't tell you what. I can't remember the last time I got pulled over and ain't take that ride. Now, you might beat the charge, but you ain't gonna beat the ride. The one from last night. Is it now? Oh, I'm gonna, as soon as she makes it live again, as soon as she puts it back on hot, let me tell you what. I'm going through all that. You dig? We're gonna figure out who it is. And I'm not doing it so as I could dox somebody. I'm doing it so as to try and iron down the motive, right? Like, if people, this is the thing. I can't honestly tell you that I've listened to anything his ex-wife has put out. I don't know. I don't think I have. So it's not like I'm going to hear the voice and be like, oh, yeah, that's Pam. I won't. And it's not to dox anyone. It's really to prove the motive. And that this is all not proof of anything but for clicks and views, right? Nothing more. Nothing more. Let's see here. Yeah. Sounds about right. Anyways, I think we've made our point. Hey, L. Kennedy, good to see you, baby. You know, and why? Gotcha. Really? See, I wouldn't even know. Pam Tate, BK. Okay, thank you. That's not Pam. Not that Pam. I got you. Okay. Yeah, you could. I'm gonna beat the charge, or this ain't gonna beat the ride. We taking a ride. And today, like, I already knew. Like, when I seen the lights, I was like, man, I ain't even done nothing. I wasn't even sure it was for me. I thought it was gonna go around me. And then I pulled over. She pulled over. She was like, hey, didn't know if you knew you was missing your front license plate. I was like, actually, I didn't. And she's like, okay, well, let me just check, make sure your insurance is up to date, and then, just maybe run around there right now and get them. I was like, okay, cool. So, oh, yeah, share. You remember hey, check it out.
And then I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that Benny, was with it. That, I don't know about Ernie, but I believe Benny done something with it. I do.
Yes, Queen.
I think he'd do anything.
Now let me make it a little bit better real quick. Let me mess with this pitch a little more.
I think.
Oh, that's it. That's spot on right there.
And then I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. Let me go a little extra with the pitch.
I'm pretty sure that Benny, was with it. That, I don't know about Ernie, but
Girl, you come on now. Yep. You got it, Queen. Anyways, that's really all I have. I think we've made our point. That's, what? I'll be honest. That's all I recorded was the part where she's trying to implicate me in something with Don. However, she's never called the police. She wouldn't even call the police with this proof that she has and report it to the police, right? When you have what you call proof, but you haven't sent it to the police, what does that mean? It's not proof. It's not proof. Hey, good to see you, Val. It's not proof. Oh, yeah. Like Sissy reached out in the very beginning.
But I believe Benny done something with it. I do. I think he'd do anything for quick likes and views and some cash apps. That's just my opinion. But
no, she's saying implicating me in a crime for clicks, likes, and views and cash apps. I work a whole full-time job. Get over yourself.
So, why don't even discuss it with her? It's like
Weirdo. See cursed comment above.
Who is she? Her voice sounded familiar.
Yes, please. Curiosity. Could you go ahead and make them public? And then I'm gonna do what I do.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. What, Mom? Oh, that's this decrepit lady named PG. She remember I was telling you about the lady who's like 60, claimed she had a baby. Yeah, her. And I'm like, listen, don't tell. Yeah, prayers for Oklahoma. Don't tell me how you think I've done something to break the law, but you haven't called the police. I encourage you to take it to the police first and then come on the internet and talk about it. Don't talk about it on the internet first and then never report it. That's not the way this works.
YouTube works that way.
It does work. It works exactly that way.
Yeah. You just can't make money out of it.
No. Well, so yeah, it's a whole thing, but and you know how Sissy is watching so intently right now. She's waiting for me to end the stream, right? And then she's going to make it hot again. Oh no. She's gonna unprivate the video. It doesn't matter at this point. I've shown you case in point. We're gonna figure out who this person is, right? And then we're gonna pick it apart and we're gonna realize probably that it's two scorned women. Now, I can't say anything about Pam because what I can say is that I'm pretty sure any woman that Don's ever been with has been abused by him, right? Physically abused by him. So it would be next to impossible for me to call his ex-wife scorned. She may rightfully be scorned.
Yeah, it's really nobody's business.
And it isn't anybody. That's exactly it, right? Both were PG in your opinion? She's busy at home breastfeeding. Yeah. Yeah, people have days off. That's it. Woo-wee, baby. So, anyways, it's someone we all know and heard otherwise. Why the Darth Vader? And why PG changing her voice? It's an upgrade. Yes, it is. Right? Hey, it's doing well. It's doing well. It is not quite teething, but I'm expecting some teeth here pretty soon. So
Probably walking already.
it's probably running by now. It never crawled, never walked. It just went straight from suckling to running. Maybe it's West Virginia butterfly. I don't know. I'll reach out to her. I have her email address. I actually have her phone number. So, anyways. Thank you, my dad's on a cruise. Anyways, that's all I have. I think we've abundantly made our point, and I'm going to press on with the rest of my day.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes. Right? He's growing so big. She shops Carter's, and yes, Virginia water. Is it? Okay. Well, I'm going to reach out to her real quick. Hold on, baby. You leave that mail lady alone. Oh, mailman. I'm sorry.
Come on, Rose.
Rosie.
Come on.
Rosie.
Come on.
Rosie. Fun fact.
Rosie.
Let me see. Hey, you go on.
Come on.
Fun fact. Rosie got 9,300 likes in this dog community. She's almost a celebrity, sissy. So, yeah, post that. Please. Let's see here. Yes. That sounds about right too. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, hold on. Let me do a little something here real quick. You know, we gonna do some barbecue, and let's barbecue with grease. You dig? Isn't that person the person that's always over here telling these lame jokes all stream? I can't see the chat, so let me go back over here real quick. I do believe it is. Which would make perfect sense. I know that name from somewhere, though. Ain't that the one that always hangs out over here? It is. I know it is. I'm not wrong. Let me go back here a few days ago.
But yeah, I put on. Oh, we're gonna take the. I'm gonna watch. Shut up. We'll be.
Ain't that name you talking about hangs out over here? Yeah. Okay, it's the same person. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, he sure was. You know. Yeah. I thought so. It makes sense. Yeah. It's starting to congeal. Okay. You said look at Munchers? Munchers. Oh, Muncher. Oh, Muncher. I've seen her in there. She's the one that always tells them little lame 2-bit jokes. I know it's her. Oh, Muncher's shoulders looking narrow. What's he got going on, baby? Anyway, I know it. I know it is. Straight up. Always talking about weird stuff. Always talking about weird sex stuff with his kid around. Like, I don't care if your kid is of age, even. Like, all that weird stuff, like, with your kid around, bro, man, that is not becoming of a lady of your stature, Andrew. Let me just say that. Yeah, she's the one with the weird jokes. Anyways, that's really all I had for y'all this afternoon. If something, hold on. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, no, she still got it down. Fair enough. Well, y'all be on the lookout tonight for a live stream, about 4 hours worth of Benny being all kinds of different things that she'll never report to the police. Anyways, I love all of y'all individually. Let me see who we got over here. Casey K, thank you for gifting a membership, baby. Sinister to Serenity, thank you for your contribution, Queen. And thank you for gifting a Benny Keys membership. We sure appreciate you. Anyways, I love all of y'all individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Y'all have a blessed day. This is a tentative, fluid situation. So as it changes, we might also. Have a great day.